Show. I'm your host, Big Mike, here with my co-hosts, BC and Jimmy Jam. Gentlemen, it's Monday night and it's time to get live. What you guys up to today, man?
Hey BC, I'm doing good. How you doing? I mean, everything's going good on this front. Yeah.
Same old, same old. It's a good same old.
Yes, it
Uh,
is.
Always good to be above ground because that's a good same old. I guess you can
If
say
if
so.
if I wasn't, it'd be even
Yeah,
better. It gets better when I leave this earth.
yeah, I
Yeah.
got you.
Exactly.
Absolutely,
Exactly. Yeah.
absolutely. So, welcome into the show. Let me see who gets our first shout out tonight. Let's see who is this. The chat. Thought somebody was in here. Oh, that's Moonshine. What's up?
Moonshine.
You get
No moonshine. It
no
just said
Moonshine.
moonshine, you
What's
know.
up, man? Welcome to the show. You get the first YouTube shout out tonight. I appreciate you joining in. So, guys, this week, man, has been and my wife had to kind of put me in check. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it put me in check a little bit,
No,
but
you
it's
said
always
it.
good.
It's always
It's
good. Yeah.
yeah. So my hey everybody, welcome into the show. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, Carl, APO. Thank you so
Man,
much, Miss
Carl,
Linda. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you guys
APO,
for joining in. So my
Linda.
wife, she kind of put me she kind of put me in check a little bit this weekend, or she just kind of grounded me a little bit, and she humbled me a little bit more too, as well as the past couple of days. So part of this show, guys, is I like to be and BC and Jimmy, you said it. Well, you guys know this as well too, and BC, you reminded me of this quite a few times as well too. But my wife, uh, she kind of grounded me a little bit this week, and this week, I have a confession to make. I've been feeling some envy in my heart of this past week. Especially like after Big Blue Madness and just seeing everything that's going on. And one thing that I've been envy about is other shows. And I've been like, okay, like why are we not growing? Why are we not, why are we not getting better? Why are we not attracting more people? And so of course having a good wife, and when you talk to her, it's always good to have a wife that doesn't always agree with you, that is willing to tell you the hard things when you need to hear it the most. And you know what she told me, fellas? She told me this. She said, babe, she said, don't worry about the people that's not there yet. The people that show up every single show, don't forget to make sure that you give them your very best, even if it's one person or 10,000 people. Make sure you continue to give the people that's there, that's showing up. And that humbled me. And it's not that I didn't know it, guys, but it was just sort of like, okay, my babe, she's right. So I've been in prayer and I've been asking God to kind of take that out of me. But I mean, part of this show is for me to always be transparent with you guys as far as how I'm feeling or whatever, or sort of what's going on with me. So I just want you guys to know that watches consistently, that has subscribed, that has joined on behalf of BC, Jimmy, Miss Leah, and myself. We appreciate you guys more than you guys know, and we don't take any of you guys for granted. So I just wanted to share that, guys, with you because I felt a little conviction that I needed to just be transparent with you guys and just tell you guys sort of where I'm at. And BC, don't look at me because, yeah, don't look at me because I know you coming. But thank you guys so much for all you guys doing. Thank you guys for always showing up when the camera comes on. And we're not we're not one of the big shows, and we don't have thousands and thousands of people. But what we have is we're grateful and we appreciate of each one of you guys for what you guys do. So that's thank you, babe, for humbling me this weekend and just getting me back on track. And now we're rolling. So, guys, other than that, what's sorry, BC, mute yourself, okay? So, uh, BC, I know you got something to say. So, what's up, man?
What you mean, man?
Yeah,
So,
you putting him
What
on
you
the
want me to
spot right
say?
here.
yeah. So,
What you want me to say, man?
no, we good. We anyway. Anyway, so we got a lot. So football, we got a football game against Texas this week. Um, we got blue and white game. We just came off the Big Blue Madness. I think it's safe to say, Jimmy and BC, that while people still, we're still not completely out of rooting for Kentucky football, but I think once Big Blue Madness comes, then we know that the writing's on the wall and basketball season is up on us. So, what's you guys' thoughts on this upcoming football game? We're gonna get to the basketball team. I promise you, we're only gonna touch on football for a few minutes. I get it, but what are you guys' thoughts on playing Texas this weekend? Do we even have any of a chance to beat these guys?
Well, we got to play better, man. It's Texas, man. They are a good football team. I think after Saturday's game,
Yeah.
they found the swagger.
I hope so.
And
Well, I hope not.
but I hope we have found ours too. We had a bye week. The thing is, it's like I said, losing is the ingredient to get better. Winning
Yeah,
is the ingredient to stay better. So
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
hope you can either take the South Carolina game as a loss or a lesson.
yeah.
So I hope we come out and we get a win, man. That's
That's all we can ask for. You know, Jimmy.
I'm the same with BC. I mean, we've got the ESPN game at 7 o'clock now on, the Saturday night game. This is the game that we can go out and prove that we can beat Texas. I'm not saying that we cannot beat Texas. I think we can. And this is what this fan base is waiting for, just waiting. Let's get back a little bit and say, okay, yeah, we haven't won the games we should have won. Let's win this one. Let's get this hyped up. I'm really hyped up about this football team, even though I know it's right after a blue and white scrimmage on Friday night. But I'm ready for that game on Saturday night at 7 o'clock on ESPN. I'm wanting to watch our Cats beat Texas down.
Well, all right, Jimmy. Jimmy sounds like he's locked in with football. And I'm okay with that.
I'm still locked in on football. I
Yeah,
mean, it's what's going on right now. This is what it does matter. Kentucky
yeah,
football matters. I mean, I know everybody's worrying about basketball and everything. We still got a long time before they actually tip off a real game. I know, Purdue game and all that. That's exhibition game. We don't have a real game start until November. I love that we play in Purdue and Georgetown in the exhibition, but I still want to see. I would love to see this Kentucky team just knock off Texas. I know they're not ranked right now, but
yeah,
they was ranked at the beginning of the season.
yeah. I
it
I
was like
think
ranked
Texas.
number one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
They was in the top 2 or 3,
I think they
something
was
like
ranked
that.
number one.
yeah. I
Well,
think so
yeah.
too. And see, here's the thing about Texas is these guys. I think they're beatable. Now, here's the downside for Kentucky is we coming off a bye week. I think if we was coming off a week that we just played, I think I think our chances might be a little bit higher. But coming off of bye weeks, like coming off a bye week and having a chance to beat Texas, and then we do it. I mean, that's humongous. That's a huge deal right there. And if we can go out there, we can find a way to win the ball game. I mean, is this our Super Bowl this weekend? Is this a game that can give Coach Stoops another week of maybe people not yelling for Stoops? I think people already have crossed that line completely. Like, let's just get rid of Stoops and then I'll be back into football or whatever. But that's a conversation that we can have every single day, 7 days a week. And I don't think unless we do better, or he's brought out, or he leaves, I don't think nobody right now is going to truly get what they want out of that situation. So, only thing we can really do is just as fans, is just either choose, you got two choices. You can either support the football team and just think positive as much as you can, or you can just be like, I'm kind of done with football, but everybody, and we're definitely not here to tell people uh how to have an opinion or who to cheer for or to be happy or be sad or whatever. That's completely up to you. But for me, I'm always trying to think that Kentucky football is just one win away from just smiling. So maybe this week we can get this W against Texas. And BC said it early in the year. If you're gonna get Arch Manning, you got to get him now because because if not, then the guy's going to get better every single week. But he got a lot of pressure on him, and but for him to come out and beat Oklahoma, that's one of those games that Texas, like, you may lose every single game all year, but that's one of the games where you better win this ball game just because of what's on the line here. And Texas was able to do it, and he was able to beat them in his first start. So we just got to just wait and see how which version of Kentucky really comes out and plays this weekend against those guys, and let's just see if they're ready and locked in. And if you're Kentucky, you shouldn't have to motivate guys. You shouldn't have to motivate your players to come out and play a good game against Texas, because if I got to motivate you to play in a primetime game on Saturday night, if I got to motivate you, then you don't need to be here anyway. So there's got to be some self motivation out there, and we can't shoot our own self as well too. Yeah. So we'll see what's up. But anybody got anything else on that?
I'm gonna enjoy watching the first. Well, it ain't the first night game, but having the first big Texas coming in. This is the first time Texas has ever played here. I'm pretty sure of that. I don't. They've just been in the SEC for 2 years, and this is the first year. I think it's going to be real exciting. I think the fan base is going to be great. Let's see what happens. We never know. We have beaten like teams like LSU here at Kroger Field, Commonwealth Stadium. I still call it Commonwealth Stadium, but we can come through. I mean,
I think we can do that too. So let's just hope the better version of Kentucky football, and let's just hope that we're good and we don't hurt our own selves with stupid penalties. And once we're not a team that can get down. If we get down 7 or 14 points, I just think we're the kind of team that just kind of puts our head down and we just try to hold on for dear life, just so we don't get blown out the rest of the ball game. And
they've been playing hard, man.
Yeah.
But it's just you going up against talented players on the other end. We got talented guys, but that's Texas. Then we have Alabama. Then we playing against top-notch football schools.
Yeah. And I think you said it, BC, football schools. And I think that's what makes the difference, is because of the recruiting, the money being spent, everything that's out there that goes along with building a football powerhouse. I don't think Kentucky is known for wanting to build a football powerhouse. I mean, it's evident that they're not. So you just try to hold on, and you just try to see if you can get a win here or there. But it's just got to stay positive as much as you can. That's for sure. Someone mentioned about 21 earlier. So not to get into much details about 21. 21 is no longer with us. 21 has some stuff going on that he has to take care of, so he stepped away from the show. So 21 is no longer with the show anymore. On Wednesday nights, Leah and Jimmy produces their own show, and I do the producing, or whatever you want to call it, on Monday nights. So 21 is no longer with the show. We wish him the best with his new endeavors, what he has going on, and I know things are going to continue to get better and better for 21 in his next in what he's doing now. So it's not my place to put out exactly what he's doing. I'm pretty sure that when the time is right, he will. So I just I don't want people to keep asking about where's 21 at or whatever. I just want people to just kind of know that 21 is no longer with us, and Wednesday nights Jimmy and Leah will be producing their own shows as well. So but we definitely wish him the best. He definitely helped us out a whole lot, and he's his presence is missed for sure. But we definitely wish him nothing but the best moving forward with what he got going on. So it wasn't nothing on bad terms or nothing like that. He just had a shift in directions of what he needed to be doing. So, which is understandable. It's called life and things happen. But just wanted to kind of answer that question because I know someone just asked where's 21 at, but that's what's going on with 21. So, uh, college basketball, man, is basically here, guys. Once again, good luck to the football team. Go beat Texas. We're gonna be rooting for you. We're gonna be watching the football game and whatnot. But good luck to the football team, and let's see if we can get a win coming off the bye week. But let's move our attention to the 2025-2026 football. To the basketball team here at Lexington, and it's here, man. And Jimmy sent me some pictures this weekend. Jimmy, we where are we ranked at right now, bro? Now,
Well,
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Jimmy, first. Is
yeah,
it the AP poll that came out or another poll that came out?
it was the AP poll. ESPN hasn't brought their poll out either, but
Okay.
AP poll came out today.
So which one carries the most weight, or which one does people look at the most? Is
Well,
it ESPN or is
you
it the AP?
yeah, usually when I look at the polls and everything like that, I see ESPN polls. The
Okay.
AP poll, coaches poll is basically what that is,
Okay.
and we're ranked number 9 right now in the AP poll. AP poll, along with I would say that's what the coaches poll, but the ESPN poll is kind of different,
Yeah.
and but we're ranked even higher in the Ken Palm poll.
Okay. Now, I don't. I'm trying to do better with the Ken Paul and all that kind of stuff. Uh, but the numbers and stuff that they have in Ken Palm, aren't those the numbers that they kind of look at to be like which one of each teams has the biggest possibilities of winning a national championship?
Yes, with the Ken Palm, we're ranked number 4,
Okay.
and I believe in our efficiency ratings for offense, we
Yeah.
was like right there in the top 3 or 5 around that range. Our
Yeah.
defense was like ranked number 9. And
Okay.
so that's why they had us ranked at number 4 of the Kim Pop ratings for your efficiency and analytics to win a national championship.
Yeah. Wildcat Wildcat Mania wrote, uh, think about it. We ranked nine, right? We want to win number nine. So
That,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
it's BC. I know you're not a rankings guy, uh, but as far as being a ranking number 4 in offensive and 9 in defensive, uh, that's still as BC likes to say, show me who we are comes when it's time to rap presence. BC and Jimmy, I did a poll this week. I did a little video this week, and I asked people which type of fan are you, and it was 3 different choices. I was like, are you the type of fan that's already saying that Kentucky can win a national championship? Or 2, do you need to see what happens during non-conference play and see how um, we are after we done with that, and see how we compete with other big teams around the nation? Or you number 3, you need to wait to about the middle of SEC play to be able to tell who we really are. Out of everybody that actually commented, I only got like one, maybe two to say that they needed to wait until SEC play to see who we are. I think I'm kind of that way too, which is after your dead, which is after your period, BC, of when we wrapping presents or whatever. So what's your thoughts on that, BC? Is that? I guess that's legit, but a lot of
Yeah,
people
it's
was like
just
more. Yeah, yeah,
it's just that point where you're going into SEC play. I'll be able to tell what kind of team we're gonna have going forward. The goal is
uh,
to get better as
yeah,
at the going into SEC tournament is where you want your team to be, where they gelling. You got chemistry. You at the best of your best. when you going into the SEC tournament, you want to be the best that you could possibly be going into the tournament. But I always say around Christmas time before SEC play, because we're playing teams out of conference. We're playing good teams, and that way you can see Mark Pope. You can see what you got going on. I can't tell you anything now. We ranked number 9. I know Purdue, they're really good. They got guys that's coming back. They got a guy from South Dakota. They got probably number 1, number 2 point guard in the nation, Braden Smith. And I know what Houston is. I know what St. John's going to be like. We know what Florida's going to be like. But I don't know what this team is going to be like, because we only got 3 guys coming back from last year, and they wasn't in the starting 5.
Yeah.
So that's why that ranking, the ranking doesn't mean nothing to me.
Well, as I think I can speak for the Bleak Blue Nation, but when we see, although we still got to go out and play the basket, we still got to go out and play the game. I think just to be able to see our name ranked, I think Kentucky fans really love. The majority of Kentucky fans, they love to see that Kentucky is ranked there in the top 10. It makes us feel like, okay, we got a chance, we got a squad, and other people outside of Kentucky feel the same way.
I'd rather be ranked 23 and win a national championship. It's like we talked about before. Texas was ranked number 1 coming in football. Yeah. And now they ain't even in the top 25. So I'd rather be ranked 23 and get a national championship.
Yeah, you look at what was about 3 years ago, North Carolina was ranked number 1 in the nation in basketball, and they didn't even make the NCAA tournament.
So it's all about what you do on that court.
Yeah.
Them rankings don't mean nothing. To me, they don't.
I mean,
it's all about what you do on that floor.
Yeah, I'd rather be like BC. I mean, if we're ranked number 9, that's fine with me. But if we're ranked 21st and we win the national championship, those rankings don't mean nothing.
No, it don't. I don't think it matters if you get to raise the trophy. Now, let me ask this question then. Are we, if you are like, say Kentucky's number 9 right now, and we start the season today, doesn't that are you buying this or are you selling this? Does this make us better because we're a top 10? I mean, we are a top 10 team, and teams want to beat a top 10. So that makes teams play that much better, which in return, it forces us to play at a higher level, and it forces us to raise our game. Is that a good way to look at this, or is that just whatever? I mean, just being Kentucky is one thing, and we already know that teams want to beat Kentucky. But if you got a chance to be the top 10 team, if you got a chance to get that high quad 1 win, doesn't that force us to raise our game because the other teams are going to raise their game as well too? Or are you buying it or are you selling that?
If you a basketball player or any competitive guy in sports, it doesn't matter. You don't want nobody to beat you no matter what. If you're playing checkers, you don't want nobody to beat you. It's a competitive thing. And plus, even if Kentucky was ranked number 25 or number 30, you're going to get everybody's best like you ranked number 1.
That's true.
So it doesn't matter, man. It's just when that ball's tilt, ain't nobody thinking about rankings.
That's true.
Not one player is thinking about rankings when the ball's tipped up in the air. Trust me.
So it appears that Jimmy, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't like it, but that Purdue game is going to matter. Those Purdue players is going to want to beat Kentucky, no matter that they're ranked number 1 and Kentucky's ranked number 9. They're playing in Rupp Arena. They're going to want to come out and show out. Kentucky players is going to do the same thing. They're wanting to beat the number. I know it's an exhibition game. I hate it. BC, you hate it.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's exactly what you're saying. They gonna come both. I
Both of them
agree
are going to
with you.
come
Both
at each
teams
other.
going to come out and want to win, but
Yeah.
they ain't gonna win.
No, it ain't
That's
going to
my
be
problem.
it's a no-win scenario for each team because it's not going to matter.
I
But
disagree with
there's
that.
a lot of there.
I disagree with that. It is. Sorry to cut you off, Jimmy, but there's a. It may not be, and I disagree with you too, BC. It is. It does not matter, and nobody's going to win the ball game. But I tell you what, the
Well,
next day after that ball game, win or if you lose, it's going to be a lot of questions about who. Now I get it. I mean, it won't be, the criticism won't be as high as if it was a real basketball game and we lose the game. And of course, it's early in the year because it's October 24th, I think it is. But win that ball game, the talking heads, which they're just talking heads. I know where you're going, BC. I see you getting your bullets. It's just an exhibition game, and I get it. But the media, if if Purdue wins, that's why we rank them number one. If Kentucky loses, see, that's why they number 9. If Kentucky wins, oh, we need to evaluate that. And then if Kentucky goes ahead and wins that ball game, it's just an exposition game. But now the games that Kentucky wins after that, it's going to help elevate them. Now, in the rankings wise, it's going to help elevate them a little bit because although it was just a practice game, it was a scrimmage. People are going to look like, okay, they did just beat Purdue. They are legit. We should probably start feeling like we can move these guys up even higher. So more faster than as if it was that we just won a regular season game or whatever. So while it's just a fake game, it's a scrimmage, there's still a lot out there that's on the line. I mean, you can't. I mean, you can't agree to disagree, BC, and I don't care. I mean, you can just mute yourself if you really want to. It really doesn't matter.
No.
But
hey, man, I give it to you. All that sounds good.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
man, it's the first game.
Yeah.
I hope everybody plays everybody. I hope. Yeah. But man, it still doesn't negate the fact that this should not be an exhibition game. Yeah. You got Purdue, you got Kentucky. Why is this an exhibition game? Yeah. That's all. All that you said was it was great. It was great for the show. It's great for BBN. Yeah. All that's good. But why is this an exhibition game?
I get it. Jimmy, go ahead.
I mean, there's exhibition games going on everywhere. Louisville's playing, I think, Tennessee. I mean, there's exhibition games going everywhere, and I know
that should be an exhibition game.
No,
sure and
you know, this is the way college basketball is going to where earlier Kentucky, Indiana, Louisville, North Carolina, Duke, they could not play a Division I school in an exhibition game. So this is kind of the first couple years that they have got this going on. But I'm like Mike, if Kentucky beats Purdue, and then all of a sudden they're looking at the rankings, Kentucky might be ranked higher than number 9, but I really don't care about the rankings. But I mean, that's how the college basketball era of things is. If you beat a team, well, okay, if you beat this team and they're number 1, well, they might not be. They should be ranked a little bit higher.
Kentucky, look, if when that horn goes off, and I don't care what nobody else says, so I don't care about Kevin or whoever else out there said that this game does. Carl, I don't really care about it. Let me just get on my little soapbox for a second. If Kentucky can go out there and walk up and down on Purdue, I don't care what nobody say, bro. I'm excited. Like I'm pumped up. It gives me that level of excitement that this team can be really legit because, as you said, it does not matter that this is a fake game, that this is a scrimmage. And just like you, BC, you said it too. I can go back and play the words if you want me to. Everybody's going to be trying to play their hardest in this ball game. Both squads, because neither team wants to go. I think the only common denominator that we all can agree on is that this out here shouldn't be a scrimmage. This out here should be a real thing.
Yeah,
That's
but,
it.
But I think, I mean,
I agree with everything you say.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with everything that y'all are saying. They gonna come out playing. I just hope that Purdue plays their players, and they're not looking at it like, oh, well, we're not gonna play. We're not trying to get nobody hurt in no game that don't mean nothing. I hope that doesn't happen. I agree with everything you said, but here's the issue. Can't nobody tell me why this is an exhibition game when you got two teams in the top 10.
Yeah.
That's the part just doesn't make no sense to me. It never has and it never will. But what y'all saying is I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, but it shouldn't be no exhibition game.
I got you.
Well, hopefully, BC, me and you get an agreement. Like we're both in the same agreement. I don't want these games to be an exhibition game. Hopefully, next year it'll go to where they'll have maybe 2 or 3 extra games they can use for the regular season and not make these exhibition games. And go ahead.
I'm just saying because if they set Kaufman down and Smith, and
they're not though.
And maybe Lawyer or somebody.
Yeah.
Well, what if we
like Kansas did last year? They didn't even play.
Yeah. What if we said Ortega? We said Ortega and JQ, and we win the game.
What JQ's gonna set anyway?
He's gonna set anyhow. But if Ortega
with their 3 starters
play,
out, with their 3 starters out, it ain't gonna mean nothing.
Now,
if their 3 starters out, it ain't gonna mean nothing.
That's a different scenario.
That's why I hope that doesn't happen. Because, like I said, it's an exhibition game. Are they going to play the guys maybe 10 minutes and then take the player? Because if I'm coach, I really don't want my guys going out there playing a meaningless game for 40 minutes. I really don't want to do that. Okay, go out, get your 10 minutes, then you're on the bench the rest of the game, like they do in preseason in football. That's why I'm upset, because you think about the headlines. You got Kentucky and Purdue clashing in a real game, not an exhibition game. They don't do this crap in football. They never did this crap. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm too old school, but if Purdue is number 1 ranked in the nation and you got 2 elite coaches, you don't have no exhibition game. That's just me. Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior don't fight wrestle in an exhibition. That's just me.
They fight when it matters, huh?
That's just me. That's just me.
Well, like BC just said, okay. Purdue has another exhibition game right after they play Kentucky. Kentucky has another exhibition game right after we play Purdue, and we're going to play Georgetown at Rupp Arena. And then, we're going to have, the 2 games before we get to actually play the first real game against Louisville on, November 20 or November the 11th. We're not going to try to throw everything out there. And it's absurd to say that they're going to play a full 40 minutes a game. Either play for Purdue or Kentucky. I don't think we're going to play each player more than like 15, 20 minutes.
That's exactly what I'm saying, because when you go to the writers, you go to the talking heads, if these players aren't playing the full minutes, or some of them might not even be playing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing.
I'm with you, BC. I really am. I wish they would play this game and it'd be full 40 minutes, but this is just not what it is, and it's just a exhibition game. And I can see that This year it's not, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll just have to take what happens. I mean, Kentucky wins, we win. We lose. But like you said, it doesn't matter. But all the Kentucky fans going to want this win.
Yeah. I think that's, to me, that's kind of the thing that I think I'm trying to lure to is that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that it doesn't matter, but because being at Kentucky, now Purdue, it may not matter as much if they don't have the more points on the scoreboard when the game goes out. And you could tell that by the minutes of the players that's out there. But I think at the end of the day, Kentucky fans want to win this ball game, or they want to have more. Let me get away from saying want to win. Let me say when the buzzer goes off, we would love to have more points
More
on the scoreboard.
points. Yeah.
We do, and I just think Kentucky BBN is just we're built different, and although it's a scrimmage, look, this is a chance. While you guys was talking, it just really hit me of our big time starters or whatever you want to call them is they might not play a lot of minutes, but this is a chance for the guys who eventually may not see a lot of minutes just by nature of the game and the rotations. But I think this is a chance for Mark Stoops. I'm not Mark Stoops, but Mark Pope to take a couple of guys and change up some rotations or to change up some lineups and see how people may look together out there on the field because we're at home, we're still going to play hard and just to be able to see these guys and I think it's going to be exciting, but I think especially after the blue and white game on Friday night, guys are just we're ready to put on the uniform and play somebody else, and I think that's going to be the exciting of just the bring it into the basketball season. But I mean, it's UK and Purdue, and does it you could take out the exposition word if you want to or whatever, but I think it's still going to be exciting. And I don't think people will not watch it because this doesn't mean anything. It means something. Yeah, it might not mean as much as Purdue, but then Purdue basketball is not Kentucky basketball. So of course it's not on the same level. Kentucky fans, we're gonna be like, what we doing, catch? What we doing? We winning this ball game. We want to win because we want to have more money. We want to have more points on the scoreboard. But I agree with you guys. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And I'm 1,000% agree with you guys. I definitely never want to see somebody go out here and get hurt. And that's why for me, Otega wouldn't be playing. Now, if he plays in a blue and white game, we'll see. But if he doesn't play in the blue and white game, I'm sorry, but he's not playing. He's not playing against Purdue neither.
Why is that?
Because of his turf toe. He didn't even. He didn't even play in the in Blue Madness. He sat out during that when they was going up and down the court. He sat out that too. Yeah. So he says he's okay. He said he's back to 100%. But if you back to 100%, then why miss a practice?
I just hope you guys are right. I hope when they play, Purdue is going to play their players and they going to come playing to win.
Yeah.
Not to because I know if I'm coach and I'm Purdue's coach and I'm not as deep as Kentucky, I'm not playing all of my players the whole game. But I hope they come out play whole game because it would be more exciting. It would be more. I hope y'all right. It would be more when you get the benefit of everybody out there playing versus if they set some players, which I hope don't happen, or they play guys only 10 minutes and then they might play their bench the rest of the game. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope y'all guys are right. But that's the meaning of exhibition. It doesn't mean nothing. Don't nobody care who wins.
I do. So BC, I don't like you right now.
I'm just saying. Hey, when you're tipping the ball, you want to win. But if the mindset is, oh well, hold on. Hey, Brian, we're not going to play you the whole game because it's an exhibition. Mike, we're not going to play you the whole game. It's an exhibition. Jimmy, we're not gonna play you the whole game. We're gonna play the other guys, let them get some experience, get out there. Then I'm like, I don't care if we win or not.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think Rupp Arena is going to be sold out for that?
Yes.
Oh, it's already sold
If
out.
if Rupp playing a 5th grade team, it's going to be sold out.
Yeah, it's already sold out. Yeah.
I mean, I guess if we could show up for a press conference, if we could show up and sell out for Big Blue Madness, surely we're going to be. It's going to be standing. It's going to be standing room only at Rupp.
Yeah, it's going to be sold out. But do you feel what I'm saying?
I got
it's a different mindset when it's out. Does this game mean anything? No, it doesn't. So are they going to be like I said, man, this don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
This ain't no win or loss.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to play everybody.
That's true.
I don't want Braden Smith to turn our ankle in a game that don't mean nothing.
That's true. It's bigger fish to fry.
That's why I'm like, why? I still can't get anybody to tell me why was this an exhibition game. I don't know.
Well, I think there's a lot of. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Okay. If we did play 2 exhibition games this year, with it not being Purdue and Georgetown, which is Georgetown Hoyas.
I don't have no problem with the Georgetown exhibition.
Okay. Okay. The other 2 teams, whether it had been Miami of Ohio University or, some other team like Bellarmine.
You could have got somebody from South Africa.
Or we could have played. Remember, in the back of the day, we used to play athletes in action. When we played
like that.
Things like that. I agree with that. Russia. I do agree with that.
Not Purdue. Or Houston. But none of them teams.
Yeah. But okay.
Now I wouldn't. Okay. Now check this out, fellas. If we play Purdue in the exhibition, and then we had them on the schedule, say before SEC play in a real game, I ain't got no problem with it.
Yeah.
I got NBA play preseason, but they got to play those teams again in the real game.
If Georgetown had Patrick Ewing and Michael Jackson and all them players that played way back in the day for Georgetown, and they was ranked number 1, number 2, number 3, would they be an exhibition game that you would have wanted to have on the schedule?
It wouldn't be an exhibition game because back in the day, people had sense enough not to make teams that play in the exhibition.
Yeah.
But but you didn't. I mean, I agree with that.
But now we done got a little stupid in the world, and we want to let two top 10 teams play for an exhibition.
Okay, all right. Now, okay, we play this exhibition in Purdue, and we're playing, and they take their starters out, or their real good point guard. He comes out, and then Kentucky brings in 4 bench players, and Braden Hawthorne and Jelly and all our players, along with Diabate, Braden Hawthorne, Aberdeen. They're going crazy, and they are knocking Purdue second starters down, and he's not even Matt Painter is not wanting to bring his starters in because he knows he's getting their butts whipped.
If he's not bringing his starters in, that was the whole point.
Yeah, but we ain't got our starters in. We got our second string coming in. We got our second string beating their second string. He's not going to bring his first starters back in because he knows if we brought our first starters back in, we're still going to beat them just as much as we're beating them right there.
It sounds good, but that don't mean nothing.
Well, it doesn't mean nothing, but it still means something for the Kentucky coaching staff and the players, and for Kentucky fans. They're going to be like, we beat Purdue down.
if people are happy that they beat Purdue and Purdue's not playing their best players the whole game.
But no, they did at the
be it.
beginning. They did at the beginning,
But
and then
40
they
minutes
took them out.
But it's 40 minutes in a game. If they go out play 10 minutes, that don't mean I'm not going to be happy if they win.
I'm saying that they played their starters enough minutes to where he knew they could not compete with Kentucky. Kentucky kept on going at them and beating them, and he just finally said, "All right, I can't compete with this Kentucky team and Mark Pope."
Okay. Let me ask this question then. If Purdue's playing their second string guys, we're playing our second and third string guys, and our second and third string guys is just killing these guys, blowing them out. Mm-hmm. Isn't that something good for Kentucky to look at and build on? Now it's a game. I mean, I get it. It's a glorified practice, but if our backup guys can go in and destroy their backup guys, can't we get something positive from that? Say, okay, yeah. So even though we only might get a few minutes out of the starters, which is we don't want that if it's a real ball game. But here's the thing with Kentucky anyway. If Coach Pope sticks to his, I don't want to overplay people even in the regular games, mm-hmm. then aren't we only going to see certain people 12 to 15 minutes a game anyway, just because of the rotation? Now it means more, and we'll be able to have those. We'll be able to have those really big time players to finish the ball game. I think to me that's the difference of playing this Purdue game is you might start with your high power players, but by the second half, the end of the game, you're not going to see them. So I don't know.
I'm a different animal, man. It's just the way I'm wired.
Yeah, absolutely.
If Kentucky is probably the deepest team in basketball, Purdue is like a 8-man rotation.
Okay.
So if Purdue goes out and they play their guys 5 or 10 minutes, their starters, 3 or 4 of the starters don't play no more. If that's big on Kentucky players, if that's, Kentucky fans, so be it. I don't have no issue with that. Yeah. But me, I'm looking at it like, you didn't beat the team. Now, if we playing in a regular season game that meant something, and Purdue is playing their starters, and we go out and we give them an L, now that's big for me.
Yeah, I get you.
That's big for me.
I'm with you.
Now, when you playing a game and you're not beating the real team because they got the guys out, that doesn't make me happy.
I get you.
Everybody wants to beat the best players.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I think it's big just to be able to see what our guys, the heartthrones, to see maybe if Trent's not a starter, but see maybe what Trent's willing to do in his second year. See maybe if Collins has made a big sophomore jump as well.
And I don't have no issue with that. It's just from my mindset and the way I'm wired, I'm like, okay, well, we beat Purdue. They did play 3 or 4 of their players. Okay, I'm waiting to see us play Michigan State.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a real game.
Jimmy?
I played not millions, thousands of pickup games against good players. And we might not have the best team, but we outlasted the best team. And we beat them down, and we beat their starters enough down to where they said, we don't even want to play anymore. Or they just said, we'll just go to the bench because we're not doing good. And I still figure this into this game against Purdue. Matt Painter is not going to play his starting 5 because he only have probably 7 or 8 players that's going to play all year long. He is not going to play. We got 14 players, 13 good players. Braden Hawthorne could probably come in and play some minutes in this Purdue game.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot more players that plays in this Purdue game than Purdue is actually going to start. They might start 5. They might only have 8 players, 3 more players come in.
That's true.
So well, it's like you saying, Jimmy. But if you say you beat in pickup games, you beat the best players, but you're not going to feel good. You might. I won't. But if the 5 players over that's the best players, they're not playing, and we beat these guys that are the second string.
I'm not worried about it. When I set them 5 players down on the bench and they ain't coming in no more, and they know they got beat. Yeah, I'm saying I beat them down.
They just played 10 minutes. It's 40 minutes in college basketball.
Well, yeah, I understand that, BC. Yeah, but if they do play 25, 30 minutes and they're still on the bench at the end and Kentucky's up by 8 or 9 points and our bench came in and took over the game, and our starters did not actually have to play all the minutes, but our bench came in and did enough to win the game by 7, 8 points. Hey, I'll take that every day.
So you know what? Y'all feel the same way I do.
Yeah.
Y'all feel because here's why. We're not having this conversation with Michigan State when we play them.
Oh, no.
We're not going to have this conversation against Georgia. St. John's.
St. John's.
We're not having this conversation against
Gonzaga.
But wonder why we have this conversation against in the Purdue game.
I know why.
Because it's an exhibition game.
You took this as an exhibition game.
Let me throw up this.
I know it, BC. Hey, I love it too. I hate it as an exhibition game. This should be a number 1 versus number 9 starting this our first game.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's an exhibition game.
Yeah,
I just hope it's a good exhibition game.
Yeah. Iceman, I think this is Iceman. He says, I think BC is stuck on the risk of a pointless preseason game is in injuries in game that doesn't give us a W. And I agree. It doesn't.
I mean, don't want injuries either. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the injuries thing. So let me read off our So we got what is that, like 10, 11 right now. We're projected to play 10, 11 teams that are ranked in the top 25. Of course, we play with Purdue. We've already covered that. We played number Florida, which is number 3, home and away. We played number 5, St. John's. We played number 11, Louisville. Number 14, Arkansas away. Number 15, Alabama. Number 18, Tennessee. We played them twice. We played number 20, Auburn. Played number 21, Gonzaga. Played number 22, Michigan State. And we played number 25, North Carolina. So some of these teams are going to move up. Some of these teams are going to move down. Some of the teams are going to fall out of the top 25. Right now, just looking at our schedules, if this right here stayed the same, Kentucky is going to be tested all year long. And outside of the Purdue game, we're going to have plenty of opportunities. We're going to have plenty of opportunities to be able to say that Kentucky is battle tested, whether it's inside the SEC or outside of non-conference games. I think Kentucky, come SEC tournament time, I think Kentucky's going to be ready, and we'll be able to know towards Christmas time, the middle of the SEC play, just really where Kentucky actually really stands at, and and we'll really have, and by that point, I think Coach Polk may have already, it really depends on some injuries and all this kind of stuff. But if we healthy going into January for SEC play, because I think, because we play our first SEC game in
I think it's against Alabama, at Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama's January the 3rd on the road is our first SEC game. So if we can go into that game healthy, get a win on the road, and if we have played good in non-conference games, is it crazy to think that there's no way that we're going to win every non-conference basketball game? And I'm okay with that. My thing is, can we be competitive? Now, Kentucky fans, like, we're going to win it all.
Mm-hmm.
can't say that, bro. I mean, St. John's is solid. Louisville's solid. Gonzaga solid. Michigan State is solid. North Carolina, these. I mean, come on. So I just think that we will be battle tested, if nothing else, going into SEC play. We got to just see what our team does after.
Well, we
that.
got Indiana. We got Indiana at home. They're not going to be like bad team.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're not ranked, and that's why I didn't read them off on the list. But Indiana. Yeah, we got Indiana. Ortega seems to be. Let's see, I want to make sure I give the. Okay, Wildcat Mania reported is that Ortega is back at practice and he's back at full contact. So that's a good thing.
Now I heard he's going to play for the blue and white game, but I don't know how many minutes.
Yeah. So I think that's I don't think he has anything to prove by playing in the blue and white game.
No,
nothing but as far as re-aggravating his toe, and because I don't know if Ortega doesn't know anything else but full speed. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, do you really want to risk him in the blue and white game? I don't know. I think the season's too important this year, like it is always. So I don't know if it's really that important to really play him during the blue and white game. But fans are coming out. Fans who don't really get a normal chance to really come and watch Kentucky play. So of course these guys they want to see, and it's probably the same way against Purdue. Just briefly talking about that, you're going to have fans who don't have a chance to go very often that'll get a chance to go. So these guys, they're going to be happy to be there, but they're going to be disappointed that they only get a small, brief viewing of what our starting five could actually do. So I think that's going to be. I think that's the exciting thing about college basketball being back up on us. We still want football to be good, but once basketball kind of starts, unless we was a football school who was doing really well, I don't think it would be that much emphasis on basketball right now. But because it is going the way that it is with the football team, I think everyone is just waiting for basketball season to start.
Ain't nobody been waiting longer than I have. I know that. It just seems like it's been forever since April.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see if Indiana would be tough. Yeah, Indiana is going to be tough. That's for sure. Kevin says that Kentucky is solid. Chris says Louisville is right now. Okay. Who is this? Who said this right here? What do we get in non-conference that's going to be a battle? Do we play Duke, Kansas, or North Carolina in non-conference? Yes, Iceman, we do play North Carolina. North Carolina's at the end of, I think, if they in December.
December, the very beginning of December.
Yeah, December.
That's the ACC SEC challenge.
Yes, and we get them at home. So I mean, so of course, anytime you have those two teams that's going to play, it's always going to be a shootout, and it's always going to be a battle. Now, can Kentucky be ready for that? Because I mean, basically, we play, but the Purdue game, the 24th of October. Who do we play? Who do we play before that in November? We play Louisville. So I guess Louisville is our first
road game.
They're our first non-conference game, which is in the 11th of November. So that's like 2 weeks after the Purdue game. So we take a week off or 3, whatever it is, and then we come back and then we play Louisville. Because I don't think we play anybody in between that, do we? Do we have any?
No, we have 2 games before Louisville.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's for us to work out some more wrinkles. Now those games matter, right?
Those games matter. Yeah. We got 2 games. Yeah.
So those games, they matter, and hopefully we can come out and gel and see what we can do to get better going into the room. So I appreciate everybody who's watching right now. Please, if you haven't already, do me a favor, smash that like button on the video if you could. If you haven't subscribed already, please go to the channel and if you didn't join it, I kind of had to be transparent as far as where I've been at this week mentally, as far as the show. And don't you guys know, since I actually felt like that, I think we I'm willing to say maybe about 19 new subscribers since my wife has grounded me. So it felt good, and I think the Lord was saying, "I told you, Big Mike, don't worry about it. I got you in my timing." I've been listening to a lot of stuff and waiting on God's timing. A lot of times we don't want to listen to God's timing, and we want to do things our way, and we want to rush things. But how many people out there know that when it's God's timing, it's always the best time? So
Exactly right.
just want to throw that in there too as well. We're a family show, so I don't mind saying that I love Jesus Christ. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just think everything that's going on. Don't forget Wednesday nights as well. Jimmy and Leah be on there. That they're going to dive much into this. Leah, she had a chance to go to the Big Blue Madness, and I think she's also going to the Blue and White game as well too. So she'll be able to, to give you guys some stories of the Big Blue Madness. Her and Jimmy will be on here talking some recruiting. We're still waiting. Jimmy, do we just real briefly? Do we have anything or like a date set for Stokes to decide?
No, we kind of thought that yesterday, Sunday, was his birthday. We never heard anything.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just hearing it's just a little bit later down the road.
Okay.
I'm still saying it's projecting Kentucky and everybody what the the crystal balls are showing that it's Kentucky, but we've not heard anything as a date set yet.
Okay. Cool. So I'll let you and Leah kind of elaborate on that a little bit more on you guys' show Wednesday night at 7 Eastern here on YouTube, and everything. But man, it's just going to be I think it's just going to be a fun season. We might not agree on who's going to play against Purdue or if Purdue. Well, I think we all can agree that. But I think just the way with NIL, with so much going on, with so much changing in college basketball now they're trying to look at expanding the field of 68. I think
they need to leave it alone.
Yeah. I think with so much going on in college basketball right now, I just think we can't really be too surprised about what's going on as far as exposition games. Number one, top 10 teams playing in exposition games doesn't really mean anything. Causes, maybe injuries or here and there. So I just think we just have to be patient with what's going on. As Kentucky fans, I agree with BC 100%. This right here should be, and you, Jimmy, and you, Leah. Yeah, what's that?
Did John Wall throw that ball up too high for Colin Chandler?
I don't remember that.
But no, when he won the dunk contest, when John Wall threw the ball up in the air and he caught it and he dunked it from he took off from the SEC symbol right there before the free throw line. He caught it and dunked it. But did John Wall throw it too high, or was that intentionally thrown that high?
Ooh, I don't know. I think it might have been intentionally.
He might have thrown it intentionally that high. I don't know, but he got up and got it.
But even last year.
Pops.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, that the dunk he did before that, where he brought it all the way down and he touched his ankles and brought it up and dunked over top of his head. Yeah, he's got ups.
He's got the hops,
yeah.
I mean, I think Colin. I think he needed that 1 year. I mean, we saw flashes toward the end of the year of who he could possibly be, and I think if he does have his basketball legs this year, because now he's had 1 year up under his belt, the off season, and now he's coming into this year. If he's the type of player that he was coming out of high school, of course, I know he's a little older now, but if he's anywhere close to that player, dude, he's going to be special, man. And I think that's going to be one of those players that Coach Pope is going to have to find some good minutes for, because I think he's going to be too good to leave on the bench. But this is a problem. This is a problem that Coach Pope has, and I'm glad I'm not the coach. That's for sure. And I think as long as I said this before, as long as we can leave egos out the door and everybody's brought in to just winning a national championship at whatever needed to be done. And I think the leadership of Aberdeen, being a player that came off the bench for Florida and still was able to contribute, even coming off the bench, I think if we can bring his experience over here and then, keep guys grounded when they don't feel like that they're getting enough minutes, I think Kentucky is really legitimate, and I'm not just being a with my blue goggles on. I'm taking all that off. I think if we legitimately come out and we put our egos to the side, and everybody just cares about winning that championship, I think we have a team that can compete this year for a title. And I think we're due for number 9. We should be due for number 15 by now, but we'll settle for number 9 if that's all we can get. We'll be okay with that. But it's going to be a fun year, man. And I hope football can go out this week and get a win over Texas. That would be massive too, as well, to be able to do that. And maybe if we beat Texas this weekend, maybe we can ride that wave for the rest of the season, and maybe Coach Stoops can get another contract extension. If that's the case. But don't say that too loud, because some people might not like that at all. So we have to see how it goes. Is there anybody? Hey man, you guys got anything else you guys want to add, man?
Well, I saw they was talking about Noah. What about Noah hitting number 30 for the 3-point contest? And he was waiting and he waited and he shot the shot and he turned around and looked at the crowd like Steph Curry and said it was going in. He knew it was going in. And then he won the 3-point contest.
He's one of those guys that I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of big improvements he made. His body got better.
Yeah.
He looks like he's in really, really good shape now. Definitely in his sophomore year. What kind of he knows now, because prepping in high school is 20 times less or whatever you want, completely different, night and day difference than prepping for a game or prepping for a season in college, especially at Kentucky. So now that he understood what it was going to take for him to be at his best in year 2, I look forward to seeing the jump that he can have. And
yeah, Jelly came in second.
Yeah, he shot good first round. He had like 25.
I thought Jelly had 26 at first, and then they said that
26.
Yeah, I thought he had 26, but they said that him and Noah tied at 25. And I was like, I thought he had 26, but if Wade Jelly shoots, there ain't no, you got to be 7'2" to contest that shot.
He's going to be an X factor, man.
Yeah.
And nobody, and that's the thing. Like, we keep, a lot of people want to focus on, and to not even make a long story, we are deep.
Yes.
You can spend 3 hours talking each individual player for Kentucky, and I think each one of them, even if you're only playing a few minutes, each player that we has the opportunity to contribute. This is hard, man. Like, we are so deep that I wonder if Mark Pope stays up at night. A good problem, but I wonder if he stays up at night and wonder how do I get all these guys in a ball game.
Defense, man.
Defense.
If you playing defense, that right there is the, well, I want to say that's it right there. The defense. That's what separates everything.
Yeah.
If you playing defense,
you're playing.
You gonna play. I want us to be top 5 defense. And that's what gets me. The AP poll, I ain't my studying all them polls right there. Yeah. But defense being in the top 5, offensively in the top 10, that is what you are doing on the court.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if we're in the top 5 defense, that's what makes me happy.
Yeah, that exactly what just BC said. I'll piggyback on him. That what we do this year defensively, I believe that is the main focus for this team. And the thing is, Mark Pope can walk out of his backyard and he look over and see Noah's Ark, and he's gonna walk inside Noah's Ark and I got 2 of every player, and he don't have to worry about. He's got 2 or 3 positions that he's taking care of.
BC, I did. Sports Illustrated came out with their top 15 and some honorable mentions of all 5 positions for shooting. For point guard, Jalen Lowe made the list. They ranked him number 15 in the country as the best. What's the name? Shooting guard Ortega got number 1 in the country for that. I go with power forward. I come back to small forward. Power forward got Mo D at it. He got honorable mention. We didn't have anybody as a power forward in the top 15, but we didn't have anybody ranked on our team as a small forward. Who's going to be our small forward out there, bro? How do we? I mean, I don't know. Is it Trent Noor? Is he going to play Yeah.
In college basketball, you can get away without having a legit, small forward. It's becoming that way in NBA. You can play 3 guards.
Okay.
You can play like three guys that can handle the ball on the perimeter. Yeah. Oh, you are very efficient if you can do that in college basketball. In college basketball, for the last 15 years, it comes down to guard play. So, it's small forward, the way basketball is now, it's not really a big deal.
So do we have a true power forward who can really, really knock down the shot and then still get to the basket? Is it just Trent? Is Trent considered a power forward or is he a small forward?
No, I think he's a small forward. Mo D's a power forward.
Mo D.
You put JQ at power forward. Depends on what lineup you got.
Well, Jelly, you can put him at small forward.
He can play 3,
and he can play a 3, a 4. Mo Diabate, Cam Williams, he could play a 3-4. Mo Diabate. I mean, you could even move over Ortega to run the 2-3-4.
Yeah, Ortega could play 3. Depends on what lineup, what you guys. Depends on what's on the defensive end.
Yep.
But as far as looking at a true power forward, I like to go back because I'll just go back 1 year. I like to go back to Andrew Carr last year. Andrew Carr could get to the rim, and Andrew Carr, he could also knock down the outside shot reliable. Do we have anybody like that? Now, we know that Mo D can hit the 3, but let's be honest, that ain't that ain't why Coach Pope brought him to Kentucky. They brought him because of his tenacity on the defensive side, because of him crashing the boards and getting rebounds and getting them 50-50s and getting on the floor. I think that was the main reason to bring Mo D in here. The question, and then you got Garrison. Do you really want Garrison stepping outside and knocking down and shooting 3s all night long? I mean, and JQ, he can get to the rim. Is he a very reliable 3-point shooter? I think that's my question or my concerns just a little bit.
The most important thing to me, I don't know about Jimmy. He responded after this, but the most important thing is having guys that can get to the bucket, which I don't think that's not an issue this year.
Yeah.
And I don't think rebounding will be an issue. But what I'm also excited to see, other than defense, who's going to be our guys that can get the buckets on the post? Because when you got good post players, you want to bring double teams.
Yes.
Who's going to be our Akeem Olajuwons and our Patrick Ewings on the post?
Yep.
Because we didn't have that last year. We had Carr. Carr was our best post player.
Yeah.
Last year. So that's why I'm anxious to see who's going to be the guys where we can dump it down on the block, especially when shots aren't falling.
Yeah.
Lord forbid, shots aren't falling. Who's going to be the guys that we can dump it down on the block and they can go to work and do their thing?
Yeah. I got a question for Wildcat Mania. He put up that Cam Williams and Trent Noor can play. I guess they can play the 3. But my question is, if neither one of these guys are starting, are we going with 3 guards to start the ball game? Or who's gonna come in the game to be that, I guess, because we know Ortega's gonna start as 2. We know Jalen Lowe is gonna start as the 1.
Well, they got Ortega projected to be 3. They got
he'll be the 3.
They got Jalen Lowe, they got Ortega as 3, and they got
Aberdeen
from Florida as 2.
It's 2.
Okay.
And Garrison and Mo D.
Mo D right now. Yeah, right now.
That's projected. That's what according to ESPN.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's
But
But
like, oh,
that's good information then. Okay.
go ahead, Jimmy.
but what you was talking about how okay, like what we was gonna like we was talking about who would take over more of what Carr did last year.
Yeah.
That I believe is going to be Andre Yelovich.
Yeah, but
Yelovich
he
is
needs.
He's going to be an X factor.
he's an X factor. He can take the ball to the basket and he can take you out on the perimeter and he is going to knock jumpers down over your head all day long. And he can get to the basket. He just needs to pick up the speed of what college basketball is right now, and I think that's what he is doing. But he's going to be way better than Andrew Carr last year. I'm not taking away from Andrew Carr. But
Yeah.
he's going to be way better than Andrei Yelovich is going to be way better than Andrew Carr of taking it to the basket.
And we talking about small forward. Last year, Ortega played small forward.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I don't know where the 2 guard came from.
Yeah,
but last year he played small forward.
Yeah,
that was his position.
Okay, I mean,
the
I don't know how
the three.
I'm not sure how they got him ranked as the #1 shooting guard in the nation. So, but I guess there you have it. But like I said, this is one of those years where I think the expectations for Kentucky basketball is always high. Now, does it always end the way we want it to end? If it's not a Final Four or championship, it doesn't end the way we want it to end. But could
Sweet
this
16?
Yeah. Well, not this year. Not this year.
No, not this year.
Not this year. As a matter of fact, we'll come back to this. But what is you guys is right before we get out of here? I got to go for like a 20-minute run. I think I start to get my heart rate up. But because you guys already got my heart rate up, so maybe I don't have to run today. So maybe that's the case. But anyway, what? You know what, Jimmy? Ask this question on your show, okay? We won't do it after the show is over. I got homework for you guys that's watching right now, okay? Sorry, it is. Do not put it in right now while the show is still live. Homework for you guys. As soon as the show is over, give it about 10 minutes if you can, and please come back to this show. And please, all you gotta do is just do me this favor, guys. Okay, do me this favor. Please, Big Mike don't ask for much. If you can, come back in and because we're gonna save the timestamps. Put your expectations for this team this year and be realistic. If you want to say number 9, say number 9. That's fine. Just come back in after the show is over and just put what it is that you guys your expectations. And Jimmy, you asked the same question too as well on your show as well. But do that. How's the weather in Strela? In Strela, who's Strela? Good day from. Hey, Darren. Thank you for joining. Appreciate that. The Strela. Oh, they're from Australia. I have to assume that they Darren Rudder. Thank you for joining from Australia. Appreciate that. It means a lot to me.
Oh yeah,
as well. But yeah, it's probably gonna be. The weather here is getting so nice now, guys. Sorry to get off topic, but the weather's getting nice. But the work tempo has increased by 1,000%. So that's why I got to get out of here. So I can't be doing it. I ain't built like that no more. But anyway, please do after the show, when the show ends, just give it a couple of minutes for the show to end. And please just come back in for the comments. It really helps the show as well too. And put in your expectations for this year. And you can put in the starting 5, Queensland, Australia. Thank you so much for actually joining, Darren. Really appreciate that a lot. Thank you, Go Cats. So put it in. But BC and Jimmy, thank you guys so much for jumping on the show. Look, man, you guys are family. You guys understand what's going on. It was a good show. I don't think we went an hour and 20 minutes in a long time. So I got to get back in shape for long shows. But if I was at home, we would definitely have a longer shows. But since I'm over here in the time frame or whatever, we have to go about an hour. So now we're about an hour and 20 minutes in now. But hit the like, BBN. Thank you, Miss Liz. Thank you for that too as well. But anyway, thank you guys for joining the show. Please tell your friends. By fact, we got a raffle coming up. I'll let BC and Jimmy know off air. We got a raffle coming up, or we got a contest coming up. And what you'll get is you'll be getting some Lawyer BBN fan merch, or you can go to the website, which is in my YouTube page, and hit up the merch. This is not one of the shirts, but I got the shirts, the hats, the coffee mugs, the mouse pads. Please go hit it up, and I appreciate that for the support. So until next time, this has been the Lawyer BBN Fan Show. BC, Mr. Jimmy Jam, appreciate you guys, and we're out. Go Cats.